Hello guys, today we learn what is variables and data types in C Sharp. Let us see. What is variables in C Sharp? A variable is a name of memory locations and it is used to store data. Its value can be changed and it can be reused many times as you want. It is a way to represent memory location through symbols so that it can be easily identified. Different variable types are available in C Sharp. Let us see. Decimal type, decimal, Boolean types, true or false value as assigned. Integral types, integer, char, byte, short, long. Floating point types, float and doubles. Nullable types, nullable data types. Now let us see what type of data stores in different types. Now see integer. Store integers means whole number without decimal such as 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9 and minus 1, 2, 3, 9. Double stores floating point numbers means with decimal such as 18.99 minus 18.99. Char stores single character such as small x or capital X. Char values are surrounded by single quotes only. Next one is string. It stores text such as hello. It is a string variable. String value are surrounded by double quotes. And bool store values with two states like true or false. Now you can see how can initialize value and declare value. Now if we open a program in C Sharp, we can understand better way. Let us see first in this sample like initializing a variable integer like I want to store a employee. I want to show the employee data in a variable. So here I have put integer employee ID means employee ID maybe integer value. So I have considered here integer value. Also you can store like alphanumeric depend upon the logic what you have applied. And string. In string we define employee name and char either we have checked it is married or not. So I will define a is married and float that is like cell or dollar point of view storing currency. So I have taken here float like salary of employee salary and double pi. It is same as float but we store more fractional numbers in double. So how can we declare a variable of value? So EMP ID I have taken 101. Define employee name I have taken John. Is married Y Sally 12,000 and pi have defined a approximation of pi like 3.14159. Let us see how we define in a program. First open Visual Studio, go to file, open project, take a console applications and put folder name variables. Also name of application we have put here variable. Name of the project you define here variable C sharp and click on OK button. So you can see our program.cs file has been created now like namespace variable C sharp and class here it is program and main method you can see static void main. Now here we initialize the variable and assign the value to its variable. Let us see. Initializing a variable we see in example like integer and emp id. Then string you can see here string emp name and semicolon. Then char variable name of the variable is married semicolon. Then after you have defined a float, next float and define the employee salary and semicolon. Also you define one double you can see double is keyword, and here for understanding you define pi. Now how can assign a value of its initializing variable? So let us see. You can set like empid 101, that is a number, so no need to put any string. Then after that employee name, put emp name, and like you need to add in a double quote, so put here employee name is John and then after semicolon. After that you have to store either this person is married or not, so each married a variable, then y and you have to define. So you can see character is storing in single quote and string is defining by double quote. After that define a salary, so take a salary equal like 12,000 and that is a float, so you can put here point 0. So salary you can put 12,000 and pi like pi, put here value of pi like 3.1459. So now I have to print this value on the console application. So how can we print? Put here console right line, put here imply id, and you can put here what plus empid imply name, so you can put imply name. Then after that is married, put is married. Then after that salary, you can put here employee salary. That text you can change according to requirement, and you can put here is married salary for employee salary, that is variable name. Then after that pi, simply for understanding you have taken here pi, or you can take another name of this. You can put here pi value. You already know that is 3.1459. So put here pi. That will display on the screen, and put one line console read key. So until you press any key, it can show the all value console read key. Now run the applications. Good. You can see value will displaying in the console application like employee ID 101, employee name John, is married yes, employee salary 12,000 and pi value is 3.1459, and press any key, it can be exist from the application. So this way we can define the initialize the variable and declare the variable in the C#. Now we will understand. Next topic is our data types in C#. Let us see what is data type in C#. A data type is specify the size and type of variable values. Data type define size and type of variable like integer, float. That's that is. And it is important to use the correct data type for the corresponding variable to avoid errors, to save time and memory, but it will also make your code more maintainable and readable. This this is a data type how can use in C#. Now most common data types are like integer, you can see definition of variable and data types. So if we take integer, its size is 4 bytes and stores whole number. only from like -2 14784836428 to 21474836 that is a range of storing the integer value. And same way, next out data type long is size 8 bytes and storing more range like -9 22337206854775808092223 in zeros. That is more bigger than the integer long. And float for storing fraction number like 4 bytes, taking 4 bytes in size float variable. And store fractional numbers sufficient storing data 6 to 7 decimal digits. Store the floating point floats. And double means taking 8 bytes and store fractional number sufficient for storing 15 digits. Double stored for 15 decimal digits. And value bool like bool 1 bit. Store true or false value like 1 or 0. And char only take 2 bytes. Store a single character later surrounded by single quotes as you see in above example. And string 2 bytes per characters. 2 bytes per character. Store a sequence of character as you see in a example like imply name John. So that's why here we learn variables and data types in C. In next video we will use types of variables like local, public. Thanks for watching. If you want to view more videos, please subscribe my YouTube channel.